Hello and welcome to Finance Conversations. This is the 87th episode of the Merging Life and Money Show, and I am super excited to be here. Today is the 300th day of the year. Only 65 days left before the end of 2022. For many of us, it has been a year of challenges and growth, and we've had to face some tough obstacles, but we've also had some amazing triumphs. As we enter the final stretch of the year, it is important to reflect on what we've accomplished and how far we've come. It is also a time to set our sight on the future and what we want to achieve in the coming year. As professional women, we often wear many hats and juggle many responsibilities. It can be easy to let the days, weeks, and months fly by without taking stock of our accomplishments and setting new goals. So let us take a moment to reflect on the year so far and set our sight on what we want to achieve before the end of 2022. And let us use our experiences to make us healthier and more resilient than ever before. Welcome to the Merging Life and Money Show. Today, I will be talking about an old age question. Can money buy happiness? For a long time, the answer seemed to be a resounding no. But recent research suggests that while money cannot buy happiness, it can have a significant impact on our well-being. So before I get into it, let me introduce myself. So for those who do not know me, I am your host, Marie-Jo César. I help professional women transform their relationship with money by giving them the necessary financial skills and knowledge they need to take control of their money, manage their finances, and understand that they can live their best lives with the money they have. Thank you for joining in today. So, as usual, if you are watching the replay, make sure to type #replay in the chat and feel free to leave me some comments and questions. So I come to you live every Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to share tips, tools, techniques, inspiration, motivation, and to give you valuable information about how to achieve financial wellness and live your life with means and meaning. For those of you who know me, the Merging Life and Money Show's primary purpose and my very, very strong why is to empower as many women as possible by sharing what I know about money and finance so that they can live their greatest lives yet. So grab a pen and a notebook because you may want to take some notes and then discuss them, share them, talk about them with family members, friends, workers, neighbors, whomever you want to, because at the end of the day, it's about sharing values that could benefit others. So if you are listening on iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, or any other major podcast platform, I welcome you. I'm glad you have joined in today. So let us begin. Can money buy happiness? This is a question that has been asked for centuries, and it is one that will likely continue to be debated for many, many more years and centuries. So for professional women, the answer can be difficult to determine. On one hand, it is easy to assume that having more money would make us happier. After all, it could provide us with security, comfort, and convenience. But on the other hand, there is the idea that once we have a lot of money, it becomes more difficult to find fulfillment in life. So, which is it? Can money buy happiness or not? As entrepreneurs, it is important for us to understand this concept and how it applies to our lives. After all, if we are chasing after happiness as one of our goals, then we need to know what path will lead us there. And if money is part of that equation, then so be it. We just need to make sure that our focus remain on what truly matters. So after looking at different studies on the subject, let me tell you what I found. Let's get started. I will focus on the following 3 points. And they are, what is happiness and can it be bought? What ways to spend money that will make you happy? And the relationship between money and happiness. So to give today's show some context, okay? Happiness. We all want it. We all seek it. But what is happiness really? Can it be both? On a superficial level, it seemed that happiness is simply a matter of having what we want. If we have a nice car, a big house, a successful career, and a happy family, then we should be happy, right? Wrong. It turns out that happiness is not about having what we want, but about wanting what we have. In other words, it's not about what we have, but about our attitude towards what we have. This may seem like a small distinction, but it's actually a very important one. Consider, for example, two people, right? Two ladies who both have successful careers. One of them may be unhappy because she's always striving for more and she feels she's never good enough. The other may be happy because she's grateful for what she has and she enjoys the challenge of her work, which brings us to the first point of today's show. What is happiness and can it be purchased? Well, the dictionary defines happiness as a state of well-being and contentment. But is that all there is to it? Most people would agree that happiness is more than just a state of well-being. It is a state of mind that comes from within. It is an inside job. So if happiness is more than just a state of well-being, can it be purchased? Some people believe that happiness can be bought with money. They think that if they have more money, they will be happier. Others believe that happiness is something that cannot be bought. Okay? They think that happiness come from within, as I mentioned, and that is not about material things. So, which is it? Can happiness be bought or not? Well, let's say that the answer might surprise you. For some, money can buy things that make them happy, but those things are only temporary. The happiness they provide is fleeting. It does not last. On the other hand, true happiness comes from within. It is a state of mind that comes from your thoughts, your attitude, and your general outlook on life, right? So true happiness is something that you create. It is not something that you buy. It is not something that you can even buy. So if you are not happy with your life, please don't go out and buy things in an attempt to make yourself happy. Instead, take a look at your thoughts. Take a look at your attitude and your outlook on life. Change your way of thinking and you will change your life. Change your attitude and you will change your life. Change your outlook on life, and you will change your life. And when you do so, you will find that happiness is something that you create. It is something that comes from within, okay, as I mentioned before. And let me tell you, I grew up believing that money could buy happiness because my parents always told me that if I worked hard and made a lot of money, I would be happy. And guess what? For a long time, I believed it. I actually thought that if I could just make enough money, all my problems would go away and I would be happy. But that is not how it works. I came to realize many, many months ago that money cannot buy happiness. Sure, it can buy something that makes us happy, but it cannot buy true happiness. For true happiness comes from within. It comes from our relationship with others, our health, and our sense of purpose in life. So, if money cannot buy happiness, what can? I'm going to share with you 10 tips that can help you find happiness. 1, find your purpose. What is it that you're passionate about? What makes you feel alive? When you find your purpose, you will be more fulfilled and you will be happier. 2, nurture your relationships. Our relationships are one of the biggest sources of happiness. Spend time with the people you love and care about. 3, live in the present. One of the best ways to be happy is to live in the present moment. Don't dwell on the past, okay, or worry about the future. Just be here now. 4, be grateful. Gratitude is one of the most powerful emotions. Be thankful for what you have, and you will be happier. 5, simplify your life. Don't try to keep up with the Joneses, okay? Life is simple, guys. Live your life, not the Joneses' life, and you will be happier and less stressed. 6, exercise. Exercise releases endorphins, which have mood altering powers. So get moving and you'll feel better. Help others. When we help others, we make the world a better place and we feel good about ourselves. It is a win-win situation. 8, meditate. Meditation has been shown to have many benefits, including reducing stress and anxiety and increasing happiness. 9, connect with nature. Spending time in nature has been shown to reduce stress and increase happiness. So get outside and enjoy the beauty of the world around you. And 10, live your values. When we live our values, we feel good about ourselves. We are also more likely to make positive choices that lead to happiness. So I will end this point by saying that happiness is something that we all crave for. It is a state of mind that is often misunderstood, but it is not something that can be bought with money or possessions. It is something that must be earned. True happiness comes from within. It comes from finding our purpose, nurturing our relationships, living in the present, being grateful, and helping others. So if you are searching for happiness, please do not look to your bank account. Look inward and find the things that truly matters. Now, let's look at the second point. Ways to spend money that will make you happy. There is no question that spending money can make you happy. Okay? But what's the best way to spend your hard-earned cash? If you are a professional woman, you probably have a lot of demand on your time and money. So how can you make sure that your spending is giving you the maximum happiness bang for your buck? And if you are an entrepreneur, you want to know how to invest your money in a way that will help your business grow. So, what is the answer? Here are 9 ways to spend your money that will help you lead a happier, more fulfilled life. First, invest in experiences, not things. It has been proven time and time again, and research also shows that experiences make us happier than material possessions. So if you are looking to spend your money in a way that will make you happy, focus on buying experiences rather than buying things. This could mean anything from taking a trip to somewhere you've always wanted to visit, to booking tickets for a show, a concert, to signing up for a cooking class. Whatever it is you've been wanting to do, make it a priority to spend your money on experiences that will enrich your life. 2, diversify your portfolio. A diversified portfolio is more likely to reduce risk and stabilize return. So instead of putting all your eggs in one basket, spread your investment around different types of assets. 3, invest in yourself. Another great way to use your money in a way that will make you happy is to invest in yourself. That means spending money on education, healthcare, self-care, and retirement planning. This could translate in anything from taking a class to improve your skill sets, to buying a new piece of workout equipment, to help you get in shape, to investing in a nice piece of jewelry that you will cherish forever. Whatever it is that you want to do to improve your life, make sure that you are using your money to make it happen. When you invest in yourself, you are not only making yourself happy, but you are also setting yourself up for success in the future. 4, give to charity. And remember to invest in others. One of the best ways to spend your money in a way that will make you happy is to give back to those in need. When you donate to a worthy cause, you will not only be making a difference in the lives of others, but you will also be filling yourself with a sense of purpose and satisfaction. There are countless charities to choose from, so take some time to research which ones resonate with you the most. And once you've found a few that you'd like to support, make a donation. And know that you are making a positive impact in the world. 5, save for a rainy day. It is important to be mindful of the future and to save for a rainy day. While it might not be the most exciting way to spend your money, I could tell you that setting aside some money each month into a savings account will give you a sense of security and will give you peace of mind. Not only will this ensure that you have some money set aside for unexpected expenses, but it will also give you the peace of mind knowing that you are prepared for whatever life throws your way. 6, buy things that make you happy. One of the best ways to spend your money in a way that will make you happy is to simply buy things that make you happy. This could be anything from a new book that you're excited to read, to a new piece of clothing that you can't wait to wear, to a new gadget that you've been wanting. Whatever it is that brings you a smile to your face, make sure that you are spending your money on these. Okay? And do so by sticking to your budget. Do not get in debt. When you do, you will be sure to find that your money is well spent and that you are filling your life with happiness. 7, spend money on things that save you time. We all know that time is money, right? So if you are looking to boost your happiness, spend your money on things that save you time. Whether it's a personal assistant to help with your busy schedule, or a meal delivery service to take care of dinner, or a house cleaner, freeing up your time will make you a lot happier. 8, buy yourself something that you really want. We all have that one thing that we really want, but never seem to be able to justify buying for yourself. As long as you are not spending more than you earn, whether it's a designer handbag, a trip to Europe, or a piece of jewelry, treat yourself to something that you really want. You will be surprised at how good it feels to finally have that thing that you've been wanting for so long. And 9, invest in your relationships. As I mentioned, our relationships are one of the most important things in our lives, yet we often don't invest enough in them. Whether it is taking a friend out for coffee, sending a loved one a heartfelt card, or just taking time to really connect with someone, investing in your relationships will pay off in happiness. If you are looking for ways to spend your money that will make you happy, try one of these 9 options. You will be glad you did. By following these tips, you can spend your money in a way that will make you happy and help your business grow. Now, the third and final point of today's show, the relationship between money and happiness. Money is one of the most talked about, controversial, and misunderstood topics in the world. Some people seem to have an abundance of it, while others appear to be constantly struggling. So, what is the relationship between money and happiness? Let's explore the different ways that money can impact your life. Money is often seen as the root of all happiness. The more money you have, the happier you'll be. Also, the saying goes, right? But is it really true? Because it can buy us material possession, keep a roof over our heads, and put food on the table. It is no surprise that many people believe that having more money will make them happy. However, research suggests that there is only a limited link between wealth and happiness. In fact, once people have enough money to cover their basic needs, increasing their income doesn't have a significant impact on their overall level of satisfaction with life. So, what does this mean for those of us who are chasing after more money? Is it all pointless then? Well, not necessarily. While money may not be the key to happiness, it can certainly help to improve our lives in other ways. For example, it can give us a sense of security, provide opportunity for leisure or recreation, and allow us to help others. So while we should be careful not to place too much importance on money, we should also recognize that it can play a valuable role in our lives. I will end this point with these questions and answers to them. Is more money always better? Or are there other factors that play a role? The answers to these questions are not so simple. While it is true that money can buy happiness, the relationship between money and happiness is not as straightforward as many people believe. Okay, let's wrap it up and summarize what I addressed today. I talked about can money buy happiness, and I focused on 3 points. What is happiness, and can it be both? Ways to spend money that will make you happy. And lastly, I spoke about the relationship between money and happiness. And as I see it, some people believe that happiness can be bought with money, while others believe that it is impossible to put a price tag on happiness. Well, therefore, there is no right or wrong answer, as happiness is so subjective. Some people believe that money can buy happiness because it can provide a sense of security, sense of freedom. And with money, you can surely purchase items that make you happy, such as a new car or a luxurious vacation. You can also use money to buy experiences, such as a world cruise or going on a safari, for example. Other people believe that money cannot buy happiness because it cannot buy love or health or true friendship. They believe that the best things in life are free. So what is the verdict? Can happiness be bought? I will say that it depends on your perspective. If you believe that money can buy happiness, then it can. If you believe that happiness comes from within, then it cannot be bought. Ultimately, happiness is subjective and elusive and very much left up to interpretation. So my last word for today's show. Is more money always better? Or are there other factors that play a role? I would say that the relationship between money and happiness is a complex one. While it is true that having more money can lead to greater levels of satisfaction, it is not always the case. In some cases, people with a lot of money may be happy because they are unable to spend it the way they want to. They may also have higher level of stress due to the pressure of maintaining their wealth. On the other hand, people who do not have much money may be as happy because they are able to live a simpler life and focus on things that are important to them. In the end, it's not necessarily the amount of money that someone has that determine their level of happiness, but how they choose to spend it. And that's it. And as you know, I like to end my show with a quote. And today, I chose a quote from a gentleman by the name of John Templeton. And it reads, "Happiness comes from spiritual wealth, not material wealth. Happiness comes from giving, not getting. If we try hard to bring happiness to others, we cannot stop it from coming to us also. So to get joy, we must give it. And to keep joy, we must scatter it." I will add that Sir John Mark Templeton was an American-born British investor, banker, fund manager, and philanthropist. He created the Templeton Growth Fund, which averaged growth over 15% per year for 38 years. This brings us to the end of today's Merging Life and Money episode. I surely hope that you've enjoyed today's discussion or talk, monologue, and I totally encourage you to watch the replay and make sure to share it with others. So for more information about how to achieve financial wellness from the inside out and live a purposeful life with the money that you have, join me next week at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Atlantic Time for my Bermuda Pips, and 10 a.m. Friday, Brisbane, Australia time for my Australian friends. Thank you for being here today on the Merging Life and Money Show. I am your host, Marie-Jo César. I will be back again next week. Until then, continue merging life and money. Bye for now.